Another gray day and even more fall foliage. Fall foliage. Look at that. Wow. Pete's on his way to go to my mom's meeting. Quarterly they have a care conference meeting, and of course I'm working, so when I'm working he goes for me. Talks about whatever's new. And there's usually nothing new. If there is, they call me. Yeah, even our garage roof. There's Petey. He's going to clean up the car so he can go to the care conference. So let's see what the leaves are like on the other side of the house. You guys aren't going very far from home today, are you? Not yet. There, looks about the same as yesterday, I'd say, which is good. See if my harlequin leaf is still, yep, it's still down there. Anyway, that's the morning. I found a new game site, and it is called MGT Play. It is not anything like the site that closed down that I miss. I still miss. The site that closed down that I miss is actually, you know, they had penny and nickel games and stuff, and this one, the cheapest ones are 50-cent games, but they're very high quality games, and they have quite a few games I like. So yesterday I put in a $10 deposit. Normally I would put in $20 every year, and with the other site, but it was pennies and nickels. This year, you know, this is a new site, so I just put in $10 and I got a $5 first time deposit bonus. So I had 15 and I'm up at like $16.80 now. The cheapest games are 50 cents and you win to 80 if you win. So anyway, it's called MGT Play, and it's pretty good. I don't think there are any more penny and nickel game sites out there. I should start one. If I had the money to invest in a gaming system, I would start one because, you know, 20 bucks lasted me more than a year with that, but oh well. Hey guys. Come here, Owie, at Pep. Pep! 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 Good bird. Good bird. What, have anything to say to the people? Have anything to say to the people? Nothing? Yeah. What? What did you say? What did you say, bird? Did you say I'm sorry for making you bleed last night? Doubt that. Chloe, aren't you coming out today? Not coming out today? Okay guys, I guess that's it for the morning. I will see you guys later. Bye. Hi guys, this is lunch. Bug calls are slow today, so I did the cooking after I cleaned some cages. This is, I was really in the mood for vegetables, so this is diced daikon, tomato, zucchini, onion, garlic, minced garlic, bacon, and then I tossed it all together with 2 eggs just to kind of hold it together. I seasoned it with thyme, parsley, chives, even though there was onion in there, sea salt, and then I melted some sharp cheddar cheese on top. So that's our low carb, high fat lunch. I'm just craving vegetables for some reason, so there you have it. Well, you'll never guess what I did tonight. We went to Walmart, you know, to do the walking, and I got done with one time, and it's like I got stuff going on in my head today, so I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Anxiety and stress and stuff's been building up all day, and I've been trying to really not think about stuff too much, but I did. I remember, I think about how far God's brought me. Can I take my hat off even though my hair is going to be all flat and ugly? Because it was 6 years ago today I had my stroke. And 6 years ago today, I got up in the morning with the most awful, awful headache that you could even imagine. It was worse than any pain I have ever felt. And it was my last day of bug calls for the year, actually. And I called my boss and I said, I can't take calls today. I can't even think. My head hurts so bad. I hung up the phone. I told Pete, you know, my head just felt horrible. And then I couldn't talk anymore. That's what I remember of it. You called 911, I'm guessing?
I called 911. You said you lost control of your bowel. And I tried talking to you and you were all flushing everything. And whenever you said anything, it was no, 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 no. And didn't matter what I said or anything, your response is no, 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 no. Once they got you to the hospital, we were separated. And they kept you back in the emergency room, and I was out in the waiting room for God only knows why. But when I went, I also took my computer with me, or my laptop, whatever it was, and everybody seemed to be done in the operating room, or the emergency room, and you were just laying there, and you were still trying to get things across to people, and all you kept saying was no, no, no. And so I thought I'd try something, and I gave you the keyboard, and you were able to type, even though the words weren't spelled exactly right, you were at least able to communicate that way. And the nurse was surprised when she saw you being able to communicate by typing. And
Just briefly, though, I mean, I didn't type a paragraph.
well, no, it was just a few words here and there.
It seems to me, I remember the first thing I wanted to do was let you know that I was still thinking fine.
Yeah,
I just wasn't able to get the words out.
yeah.
And that was the main thing I wanted to let you know.
I think you said thinking okay,
Or, yeah,
can't talk or something.
something, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. See, my assumption is that you were actually in your head thinking that you were speaking normal sentences,
Yeah.
but it was coming out as no, 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 no.
But the aphasia did not last that long. The aphasia, they took me down to whatever, to do a scan of some sort in my brain where they put you in the big machine. And while I was in there, they played music while I was in the machine because it's very loud. And so I had headphones on. They were playing music, and of course I was praying in my head, because in my head I could make sense. And I was praying in my heart, and I was praying in my spirit, but I just couldn't speak it. And so this was hours later, like half a day later.
Yeah.
You know, because when I was down in the emergency room, there was like people everywhere while Pete was in the waiting room. And I remember pointing at my wedding ring because I wanted Pete. I was trying to get them to get Pete to come in. And of course, there was too many people and there were too much going on all around, and so that's probably why he wasn't there. But I pointed at my wedding ring because I wanted him to go get Pete. And somebody said, she wants her wedding ring off. And I'm like saying, no, no, no. That was all I could say. I don't think I remember anything until I was in there and there were so many people.
Yeah, you said you grabbed your hand.
Yeah, and I grabbed my hand so she couldn't take it off. Anyway, but yeah, when I was in that big machine, I don't know, how long was I in there, do you know?
Oh, I don't know.
Casey
and I were just in the hallway out there waiting for you to come out.
When I came out of the machine, after all that music blasting in my ears and the headphones and the praying and the noise. And I came out and I said, I gotta pee. And so, you know, they put me in a room. They took me in a room, and I was there for 4 days, 5 days. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either now.
Casey stayed at the hospital with me. She was pregnant, bless her heart. She was a few months pregnant with Leland. But she stayed right there at the hospital with me. The neurologist who came to see me in that evening said that in cases of brain damage, fervent prayer and music are the two things that are known to cause
Rewiring.
things to cross the damaged area, like rewiring. And so those were the two things that were in there. And it didn't, obviously, I can walk, I can, all that stuff, I can talk. It didn't affect me physically, except for the first, I don't know what month or so, they had, they sent occupational therapists, was it, to the house?
Yeah.
Because swallowing was problematic. I would choke a lot. Swallowing was kind of problematic. But the biggest thing was my personality changed. I'm not the same person Pete married. Gwen, my sister Gwen, Pete, people who knew me well before and who know me well now know that I'm not the same person I was. And the other thing is the part of my brain that deals with sensory input and prioritization. And most people don't realize it, but we have constant hundreds of inputs that come into our head through taste and touch and feel, and we're things that we're not even aware of are all going in, and your brain's constantly prioritizing. Except for mine started having, afterwards had trouble with that. There was a lot of times where, and there still is a lot of times, if there's a lot going on, like a TV's on, my mom's trying to talk to me, Pete's trying to talk to me, the dog barks or the phone rings, and it's like, boom, it's like a switch. And all these little things that are going on around me, I don't know how much my brain takes in because things are constantly surprising me. But the way I think of things is different in that everything is in relation to something else. And that didn't happen right away. That took a while. But everything is in relation to something else. Nothing stands alone. As an example, if I put something down on the table, I will not see that thing there. I will see that and whatever's next to it, and I will see the whole scene. It's not like I will see a remote, a mirror, another remote, a receipt. It's not like I'll see, it's like I see the picture, one picture. So since processing is affected, frustration is always closer to the surface, understanding comes more slowly. Math is more difficult. All that kind of stuff that's organization and stuff like that. And I know that it's been 6 years, so I've had to adapt a lot, and I have adapted a lot. But I'm not the same person I used to be. But the main thing is, I learned I cannot trust my own brain, and if you can't trust your own brain, you are never, ever sure or certain of yourself. In the blink of an eye, and you don't even know it, you lose a whole lot of who you are and security with yourself, I guess. So, what do you notice different, love? What's changed since before and after?
Well, you've been self-sufficient, basically, up until your stroke.
Mm-hmm. That's a big one.
And now, you depend on me a lot.
Yeah.
And I have no problems with that, but, the freedom you used to have to be able to just grab the car keys and go someplace. You don't do that anymore. You want me to drive or whatever, which is fine. You used to multitask. And now that if you get too much input, at one time, you suddenly have a short circuit. It's
Yep.
like, enough. So you become more frustrated. And I can understand, you saying I want my old brain back, but I'm praying God will give you a better brain.
Hey, what was wrong with my old one?
Your old one was fine, but better than what you got now.
Yeah, better than what I got now. Yeah, that's right. The multitasking is in the past. I forgot. That's a big one too. And so is independence. Making decisions.
Yeah.
I was able to just consider all angles and then make a decision.
Yeah.
And fairly quickly. And I was a take charge, let's get it done type person. And now I need to lean on you for a lot of that. Yeah, that's big. Yeah, we don't have the same marriage we had before, do we?
Still love you.
Well, I still love you too. But I mean, before it was kind of like I was always fighting to be the leader. I was always saying, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And because of the kind of person you are, it was easier to probably just follow than, argue or whatever, right?
Well, I never argued to begin with.
I know you're not an arguing person. But now I have to lean on you to do the...
And I still don't argue.
I know.
Now you're trying to pull teeth to get an answer out of me,
Yeah, well, I try. I can't. I just... Yep, I can't. So, that was what happened 6 years ago today, and it's a day that will live in infamy. I'll never forget. All those thoughts have been going around in my head. Normally, I try to just go through life and not even think about it that much, don't I?
Pretty much try and concentrate on what you're doing at the time and not trying to take on too many things at one time frame.
That's pretty much true. But today is a bad day. It is for me every year. I think it's kind of like when the anniversary of somebody that died, and I feel like my personality and my thought processes and everything died, and I changed that day. And it hits me hard every year. In fact, yesterday I was thinking about it, trying not to cry. Now I feel like I'm going to cry again, but I am who I am now. I can't do anything about it. I could never hold the jobs I used to hold. I used to have...
Well, you used to say you used to, spin plates in all different directions and stuff.
Yeah, my boss used to tell me I'm the only person he knows who can keep a dozen plates spinning while she's talking on the phone. But I can't do that anymore. That's just not me anymore. So that's what I wanted to, talk about today and the day that changed our lives. And
I'm glad your cooking brain cells didn't go out.
Yeah, you got that right.
I would be pizza every day.
Pizza every day. Grilled cheese sandwiches, pizza. I don't know. You're a good cook. I wouldn't worry about that. Anyway, so that was it. And so with all of this stuff going around inside of me, with all of this stuff, these thoughts, and it builds up energy. So tonight I finished my half mile at Walmart, and I told Pete I'm going around again. He said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yep." He said, "Do you want the cart?" Because I didn't use anything to hang on to the first time. And I said, "No, I've got all this nervous energy, so I'm just going to go walk it off." And that's what I did. So tonight I met my Fit for Fall goal 2 weeks early. I walked the whole mile, twice around Walmart. In fact, I should check my thing. I'm sure... No, the cat keeps trying to climb up on me, and I don't want him there.
Look at this boy.
Yeah, I've gone 1.1 miles, and I only put this on when we got to Walmart. So, anyway, so I did it. My muscles and my legs are shaky, are trembly, but whatever. I will end it here. This is going to be long, and... so I'm just going to end it here. I will see you guys tomorrow, my last day of Bugman. I'll probably talk more about Bugman tomorrow too, because it'll be my last day. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope everybody has a fantastic, fantabulous Friday. Take care. Take care. God bless, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for listening. to our ramblings and our story, that always comes back to haunt me every day, every 16th of October. But I appreciate you being there and listening and being my friends. And I will see you tomorrow. Good night.